Recently, many friends have been asking me about some issues related to the implementation of large language models. During these conversations, I've realized that there are a few critical points that are often overlooked. In the process of creating a product's PMF, product market fit, the most important thing is finding the right scenarios and understanding the boundaries of the technology. This is more crucial than anything else. However, to find a suitable scenario, we must first understand what the current technology can and cannot do. Here, I commonly see two issues. First, being overly optimistic about the technology. While today's large language model technology seems very advanced, when you actually apply it in vertical domains, you will encounter various problems. Without understanding these technological boundaries, designing products or finding scenarios often leads to unrealistic solutions. Second, being overly pessimistic or completely unaware of LLM technology. Many people still think of AI technology in terms of the AI 1.0 era rather than today's LLMs, which are end-to-end solutions. The responsibility for bridging this gap typically falls on the product's primary decision-maker, whether it's the product manager, project manager, or even the company's founder. Unfortunately, many of these individuals lack sufficient understanding of the technology's boundaries, making it hard to design scenarios suitable for the technology. This, I believe, is the biggest pain point in implementing large language models domestically. The second point is relying on yourself over external help in the PMF stage. A common issue is that many people hope to empower their business through external products or ready-made solutions. However, if we consider the current stage of large language model implementation, we're all still exploring from 0 to 1. Very few have seen mature use cases or products. The logic here is simple. If we haven't created a product we're satisfied with, how can we expect to sell it to others? In the PMF stage, the most important thing is understanding the business. This cannot be replaced by anyone else, and a deep understanding of the business will become a key long-term competitive advantage for the product. Some might ask, what if the team lacks knowledge about large language models? In such cases, external experts or teams can be brought in. However, it's important to integrate them into the business to think about how to combine the technology with the business, rather than simply providing technical knowledge externally. Third, thinking through barriers. Since the advent of large models, the technical barriers to developing a large model product have become much lower, and the technical differences between companies developing large language model applications are shrinking. Therefore, we must consider, what are our product's barriers? Do we have a strong user base, or do we have a deep understanding of the business itself? For example, if a successful consumer-facing product emerges, many companies will attempt to replicate it quickly. In such cases, having a unique business barrier is essential. Fourth, using the best model for MVP development. When developing an MVP, minimum viable product, use the best model available and then push it to market. Once the product gains traction and scales, consider optimizing inference costs. If even the best model fails to meet user requirements, the product is likely not viable. At this stage, the key is to design a product that addresses market demand. After confirmation, you can consider switching to open-source models or using fine-tuning methods to approach or even exceed the performance of the best models. Fifth, don't be obsessed with technology alone. I've noticed that many people overemphasize technology and neglect the importance of business. This often leads to excessive resource investment in technology without producing anything valuable. Such teams often become more like research groups, conducting many experiments that have no impact on the product. My suggestion is, solve problems with prompt engineering whenever possible. If prompt engineering can solve the problem, avoid considering fine-tuning or RAG. If not, then try with RAG, then fine-tuning. Overemphasis on technology is often a significant reason for AI product failures. Does this mean technology isn't important? Not at all. However, at least during the PMF stage, the goal is to quickly validate a business model and the chosen scenarios. Once this stage is successfully passed, we enter the product optimization phase, where the value of technology truly becomes apparent.